Okay.
Hi. I was waiting for him to say something.
No, I was just chilling.
Oh, wait.
What? Oh, John Sticks? Okay, go for
Wait.
it.
Alicia said she wanted her name to be in here last time, so
Abraham.
Abraham can be. Wait, Abraham was Matthew.
Abraham's Matthew.
Christian.
You mean, no, Eric Martinez.
Eric M. Yeah.
Eric M.
You're gonna be Eric M.
Yes.
Okay, so pick one to pray.
Oh. Who are you going to choose? It's Diana. Oh, it's me. Okay. All right, you guys ready? All right, let's start prayer. Father, thanks for having us here, and thank you for giving us actually good practice earlier. And just want to say, give us the guidance and the understanding, and to open our minds to actually understand the word. As far as in, we're going to read right now in Genesis chapter 14. Name your son. 40? Oh, yeah, sorry, 40. And it's not just Christ. Amen. I was like, what? I thought it was 14. I got stuck because Daisy did last time. She was like, oh, we're going to go back to the beginning of like Genesis again. I was like, you got your notes? No.
That is so 2022, Chris.
Bro, we need to go back. We have to go back to there. We like skipped like
That is so
20 chapters.
We're halfway 2023.
No, we got to go back. We got to go back. We're going to go back maybe next week. We'll see. Let's see. Yeah. Do you guys remember what we read last time?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Like 7? Oh, for this.
No, I was talking about the other one, but it's okay.
He's talking about last year still.
Yeah, last year's. I'm old, sorry. Okay, let's go do this one then.
Okay,
All right, go ahead,
so
Vanessa.
we are on Genesis 40, and this is where I didn't mean to put the prisoners. I meant to put prisoners, like both prisoners, not just one prisoner.
It's all
But Joseph interprets the prisoner's dreams. Okay.
good. Mm-hmm.
So remember, Joseph is a dreamer, and God has given him the gift to interpret dreams.
Mm-hmm.
But one fun fact is that we know, but he still doesn't know what those two dreams that he had meant. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
That's
So
right.
let's move on. Recap time.
Love recaps. Who likes recaps? Right. Me? Wow.
So for Genesis 38 and 39, so all the scandal and all of that. I don't have the slides here because my pictures weren't, like my AirDrop wasn't working and I couldn't pass them there, but I have them here. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So question number 1. Which of Judah's sons was the first to marry Tamar?
It's you.
I'm trying to do this off the top of my head.
That's okay if you don't know.
No, you can
No.
take it out. I mean, that's
Yeah, look at your notes
If
if you
y'all
want to.
have notes.
Yeah.
that's what we take.
What was I doing?
So Judah had how many sons?
I was like, what?
How many sons did he have? 3.
Okay.
I don't know the name.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
I'm gonna show you right here.
On the phone.
Okay. Next question. Here, hold the mug.
Yeah, I was like, why? Just
Okay.
Give me the mug.
So after the fact, what did Judah agree to pay what did Judah agree to pay Tamar with? Who is it?
Eric E.
Kid? Was it?
What'd you say?
Like, wasn't it like a kid or something like that?
What did he agree to pay her back with?
Like a kid, nothing?
So not the stuff that he left, but the thing that he had promised to pay her with.
You said a kid.
Yeah. Was it?
that what you said?
This is after the fact, like after the whole scandal thing happened when him and Tamar were together. So this is when Tamar dressed herself as a prostitute and they had the whole thing going on. And then he promised something to her, like, I'll pay you back with this.
So he left some things behind, but he also said, I was going to pay you as far as some kind. There's nothing to do with the kid, but something that he said he'll pay her because of the services kind of thing. Needs to say some kind of
Like a lamb?
lamb?
Yes, it was a lamb.
Was it a lamb or a goat?
I put lamb, goat, same thing. I don't think it's the same thing, but I put a lamb. Okay.
I think you said that kind of in the first, but you kind of like doubted yourself, no?
Yeah.
Don't doubt yourself. You got
It,
this.
it was tricky. I would have
Yeah.
said a kid too, because
Yeah,
they did
that's-
promise her a kid.
That was the main thing we were talking about
but
anyways.
that's why I put after the fact.
True.
Okay. So next question. What did Judah give as a pledge to the supposed affair that he will pay, that he was going to pay Tamar for her service? So he left some things behind. What were those items?
Matthew. What do you mean, oh? If he needs help, not right now. No, Daniel, no. All right. Where's the microphone at? Okay, let's hear it. Bring it closer. Bring it closer. Yeah, there you go.
I don't know.
You don't know? Guess. Just a random guess. A kid?
Oh my God, what's up with the kids?
Huh? Oh, Danny said he wanted to help him first. Give it to Danny.
Let's see if Danny.
He's got 2 microphones.
Wasn't it like a staff?
Sorry?
It was a staff
And
like a coat, right? No,
not a coat.
it was a.
It's Eric's turn.
A robe?
No.
Wait, no, tunic.
What's something that you would tell somebody based off their family? It's called,
Oh, the stamp.
Basically the
Yeah,
stamp,
kinda.
yeah, the
Yeah.
signet cord and staff.
yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's a signet as far as their family pretty much name and stuff like that, yeah. That way it goes, yeah, it's pretty much just like kind of like your thumbprint. It's like the way that you identify who they are. Okay.
I don't know what exactly it was.
It could be any of that, yeah.
Okay.
It's fine.
It could be a shoe.
Yeah.
Okay.
A shoe.
What would have been the punishment if Tamar was found guilty of immorality? What was going to be her punishment?
GG.
Death.
Death, but how?
Burn.
Yeah.
Burn.
Fire.
Okay, next question. Potiphar placed everything he had in Joseph's hands except.
Diana.
I can't hear you.
Wife.
His wife.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. When one day Potiphar's wife forced herself on Joseph, how did Joseph overcome the temptation to have an affair with her? So what did he do? Who is it?
He ran away.
He ran away. So I put he ran away and she kept a piece of his clothing from him to punish him later on. Okay? Is this the last one? Yeah, last one. What did God do for Joseph while he was in prison?
Well, can't do you because you're talking, so hold on.
So
Then Daniel.
He basically gave him like a lot of power over all the prisoners.
yeah. So he made the warden like Joseph and allowed him to be in charge of the prisoners.
Yeah.
There's only
Okay.
one person left,
That's
and it's
it.
Daisy.
Ah.
Daisy got saved. Huh?
Wait, does
Oh yeah,
have
Perla
one?
doesn't have one either. Perla took her name out, bro. She had one before.
She had one. You took it
Yeah,
out.
yeah, she took it out.
You better return it right now.
Sneaky.
Exposed.
We're gonna put Perla as Daisy.
Nobody is safe here.
Oh yeah, Vanya. We'll do Vanya. Yeah, okay. Okay. Next.
Next. Okay, so this chapter, guys, is about the cupbearer and the baker. What is the cupbearer? What is a cupbearer?
What does he do?
What does he do? He serves wine or drinks or whatever, hot chocolate. The bartender for the king, basically. And then
Sure.
the baker
He bakes cookies.
bakes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So bread. Yeah.
Pastry. Wine.
Okay.
Wine con vino.
Okay.
All right. So then this story is about, well, we're going to read it right now, but basically both of these guys are in prison now because they committed something against the Pharaoh. So now they're in prison. They have these dreams. And who helps them interpret those dreams?
Well, hold on. Well, let's read it first.
Joseph. All right. But let's see what those dreams were. Who wants to read? Wait.
It's Matthew. If you can't see it, come up and you can get closer and you can read it. All right. That's pretty close. That works though. If you want to just do the first paragraph and we'll have somebody else read the other ones because it's actually pretty short. Chapter 40 is. Yeah, 40 to verse 4. Yeah, go for it. And then we'll pick somebody else for the next one.
Sometimes later, the cupbearer. Is that a cupbearer?
Cupbearer?
Yeah, you got it.
And the baker of the king of Egypt offered their master. Offended their master, the king of Egypt. Pharaoh was angry. His two officials, the chef, cupbearer, and the chief, baker on them,
Yeah, keep going.
and put them in custody in the house of the captain of the guard. Thought it said in the guard. In the same prison where Joseph was confirmed.
Confined.
Confined.
Mhm.
I thought it said confirmed. The captain of the guard assigned them to Joseph, and he attended them.
So if you guys remember right, what was Joseph? Joseph kind of rose up right in the prison to kind of take care of people, right? Which kind of worked out to his advantage, right? It wasn't that it was on like accident that he actually rose, right? I mean, something had to give him that authority to actually come up there a little bit more. Exactly. The purpose was to pretty much take care of these two guys that pretty much became in prison, right? Or got into prison, sorry. So, all right, next. Gigi.
After they had been in custody for some time, each of the two men, the cupbearer and the baker of the king of Egypt, who were being held in prison, had a dream the same night, and each dream had a meaning of its own.
Mm-hmm.
When Joseph came to them the next morning, he saw that they were dejected. So he asked Pharaoh's officials who were in custody with him in his master's house, "Why do you look sad today?"
Do you have any comments?
No, go for it.
Okay.
You're good.
So, right now, these are the reading key points. So, Joseph is assigned to attend the two prisoners that
Mhm.
work directly serving the Pharaoh. This was kind of, I mean, I know it's prison, but it was kind of a privilege because you're assisting the people that work directly with the king.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So, Joseph felt concerned for the way that the cupbearer and the baker were feeling. Apparently, they looked sad or whatever, so he went to ask. Usually, a person with bitterness does not take consideration of how others feel, but this shows that Joseph's heart was clear of any anger or any grudges, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, how can we apply that in our lives? So, God's heart does not hold any bitterness towards us ever. So, God cares about how we feel, and he notices, everything that we feel regardless of us doing all of these things against him, right? And then Jesus was still willing to die for us at the cross because he cared for us regarding of the position that humanity had placed him in.
Yeah. And I guess on that one too, I mean, obviously he's in a bad place, right? And some of us have probably found ourselves very stressed out, and it's really hard for us even like to consider what somebody else is going through. And I think with him, he could have been like the most like upset person and kind of just stay with holding a grudge the whole time against Pharaoh for putting himself in there. But at the same time, he always found a way to try to help somebody, like as they showed right here. Like he really cared for others more than he cared about himself at that time frame. So I mean, just like when you see somebody else, I mean, you never know what people are going through. Just take consideration as far as that maybe somebody else is having a rougher time than you are, which obviously one guy is going to have a lot more of a rougher time than he's going to have. So, good? Okay.
Next one to read.
Okay. Hey, Rainice. Sorry? You want to read the first two? Do all the way to verse 11. Yeah. You're doing the next one.
We both had dreams, they answered, but there is no one to interpret them. And Joseph said to them, do not interpretations belong. Oh.
They're not
it's okay.
interpretations.
Yeah,
Yeah.
belong to God.
Mhm.
Tell me your dreams. So the chief.
I can hear it.
So the chief.
Out of nowhere. Yeah.
Cupbearer told Joseph his dreams. He said to him,
Yeah. Well, Gigi's yelling at her like louder.
in my dream, I saw a vine in front of me, and on the vine were 3 branches. As soon as it budded, it blossomed, and its clusters ripened into grapes. Pharaoh's cup was in my hand, and I took the grapes, squeezed them into the Pharaoh's cup, and put the cup in his hand.
Yeah. Okay.
Daisy?
Actually, it's not. It is Daisy. Yeah. Okay. No, Perla is Vane. Can you see 12 through 15?
I have something to say though,
Yes, go for it. Say something.
but I don't know if I should say it now or should say it later.
You can read that one, then say it after what you read.
Yeah, read it and say that.
Yeah.
Read my okay.
Yeah, and then yeah.
This is what it means. Joseph said to him, "The 3 branches are 3 days.
Mhm.
Within 3 days, Pharaoh will lift up your head and restore you to your position, and you will put Pharaoh's cup in his hand, just as you used to do when you were in his cupbearer.
Mhm.
But when all goes
Goes
well
well,
with
mhm.
you, remember me and show me kindness. Mention me to Pharaoh and get me out of this prison. I was forcefully carried off from the land of the Hebrews, and even here I have done nothing to deserve being put in a dungeon.
Yep. So what are you gonna say?
Well, more of a question if you guys see it too.
Okay.
Like the symbolisms
Yeah.
within
The dream.
the dream.
Yeah.
You see it?
Yeah.
Does anybody else see it before I? No?
Does anybody else see the symbolism in the verses that Daisy's talking
Maybe-
about?
Let me see. Or maybe
You need glasses?
No, no, I'm just reading her
Oh,
points.
no, I'm talking to Danny. You already have glasses on. Yeah.
Okay.
Really?
Do you want to read the key points and then I'll come back?
No, you can
You
do
want-
it. Now,
Oh.
now I'm anxious to know.
Oh, okay. Because as soon as it started reading, so the
Uh-huh.
chief cupbearer, blah blah blah. Let's see. So as soon as it said like vine, like,
Yeah.
my brain went to what Jesus says. I am the vine.
I was gonna say that too, but I wasn't sure if that's exactly what you were talking about. The vines.
Yeah, I am the vine. So it's like again, is whenever we read any story in the Bible or read any scripture of the Bible, it's meant to be very repetitive so that we understand the meaning behind it, right? So as soon as I saw vine.
Vine. Yeah.
I thought of that verse, and so it says, and on the vine were 3 branches, and it's crazy how it's 3 branches, and that's the 3 days
Mhm.
Jesus, right? 3 branches, and as soon as it budded, it blossomed, and it clustered, ripe into grapes. So in my head, I'm starting to think of like, okay,
I know,
Jesus,
he's laughing.
huh?
No, Benny's just like
No.
laughing hard right now. Yeah.
Yeah, so Jesus, it's like when Jesus dies and then as soon as he dies and he
Yeah.
resurrects on the 3rd day, he
Right.
gets risen up. And they even say that same word again. Where did they say it?
Which one? What were you looking for?
They rise.
The
The 3 branches are 3 days. Within 3 days, Pharaoh will lift you up.
Mhm.
So it's the same
Yeah.
thing, lift up.
But also restore too.
Yep. Huh?
And then restore the position.
And restore your position, which is
Yeah.
exactly what Jesus did. He got restored.
Restored, yeah.
Uh-huh. So just that, I just wanted to point that out.
Yeah, and it's always kind of like you look at the Pharaoh, right? It's almost like right hand of God kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
As far as like saying that's going to be right next to him the whole
Exactly.
time. It's
Yeah.
kind of yeah,
It's interesting.
Yeah, for sure.
I just wanted to get you guys wheels turning to think like that too.
yeah. Gotcha,
So we can
gotcha.
have that same conversation.
Good point. Good
multiple
point.
times.
Good job, Daisy.
Good job, Daisy. Pat yourself
Yeah.
in the back.
Good thing we called on you.
Okay, so reading points. Joseph had confidence in God's knowledge to interpret the dreams. God can speak through dreams. And here are some examples where God also spoke through dreams with other people. So Jacob, and if y'all want to write the little Bible verses down. So it's Jacob in Genesis 28:12 and then Genesis 31:11. King Solomon in 1 King 3:5. Nebuchadnezzar. I never knew how to say his name. In
You just say it
Daniel
in
2:1.
Spanish?
I don't know how to say it in Spanish either. This is the same
What?
issue as last
You
week.
guys, yeah,
And
you guys always did it in
and
Spanish.
then Nabucodonosor. And then
Nabu.
Nabu.
That's what-
Nabu.
that's
there
what he
you
always did
go.
all-
That was
that was Danny did all the time, yeah.
And then Daniel 7:1. So these were other examples where
Mhm.
God uses dreams. Okay. So personal key points. In the
Good
cupbearer's
job.
dream, God uses figures relevant to the cupbearer's life. So, and this is the same thing in the other dream. Like, I think it's bread in the other person's
Yeah, it's
dream,
bread.
right? It's bread.
Yeah,
so
'cause
this one
is
is
the baker. Yeah.
like vines to make
Mm-hmm.
juice or whatever. So God will always make sure that at the end of the day, everything that He is showing us or working out for us will make perfect sense in our lives.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You guys ready? Okay, who's gonna be the next person? It's Pearls. Yeah. Pearls, do the first paragraph.
She wants to read the whole thing.
Oh, you want to read the whole thing?
Yes.
Go for it.
When the chief baker saw that Joseph had given a favorable interpretation, he said to Joseph, I too had a dream. On my head were 3 baskets of bread. In the top basket were all kinds of baked goods for Pharaoh, but the birds were eating them out of the basket on my head. This is what it means, Joseph said. The 3 baskets are 3 days. Within 3 days, Pharaoh will lift off your head and impale your body on a pole, and the birds will eat away your flesh. Now the third day was Pharaoh's birthday, and he gave a feast for all his officials. He lifted up the heads of the chief cupbearer and the chief baker in the presence of his officials. He restored the chief cupbearer to his position so that he once again put the cup in the Pharaoh's hand. But he impaled the chief baker just as Joseph had said to them in his interpretation. The chief cupbearer, however, did not remember Joseph. He forgot him.
Yeah. Should be a
Good
podcast
job,
reader.
Curly. Good job.
There
That
you
was
go.
very crystal clear.
Yeah.
Okay, so, ooh, have y'all seen the series on this specific part? It was gonna be too crucial for me to play it here.
No, we got copyrighted anyways.
Yeah, but it shows everything, and it's
What's that? That's okay.
yeah.
That's-
Hey,
I mean-
I still don't have my Bible study from that day.
What? Oh, I'll give it to you. Yeah,
Okay.
I saved it.
So, reading key points. So, Joseph's interpretations are true, after all, right?
Mhm.
So then, personal key points. As I was reading this, I remembered. Do y'all remember that little? No, not little. It was a big debate, but I was gonna say little. I'm used to saying little. The debate when Jesus was in the middle. You know, the 3 crosses. So it's Jesus, it's the other person, and it's the other person,
Mhm.
and then Jesus is in the middle of a person that's believing in him, and then in the middle, the other person is like so
Yeah.
against it, like this is a lie, blah blah blah.
Mhm.
You're not the son of God. So that reminded me of Joseph being in the middle of these 2 men. Like one of them actually had a good end, you know, for his life. He went back to his position, and then the other one is like death. So it's not. How can I say it? I think the series kind of helped me see this better at another point of view. Like when Joseph tells the what's it called, the cupbearer
Mhm.
that he's gonna live, he's so happy. He's like, oh my God, thank you. Like
Like
I'll
to
remember
rejoice.
you. You
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
And then the other one is like, oh, you're a liar. Who do you think you are? I work for the Pharaoh. So it reminded me of Jesus
I don't
with
think I
those
watched
2
that one.
men. Huh?
I didn't think I watched that one. That was crazy. He has to start like yelling at him.
Yes. He wants to like
Dang.
kill like Joseph. Yeah.
Like he's like, how could you accuse of something like
Yeah.
that?
They have to take him away. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. You have to see it. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, go for it.
But
Yeah.
so in that part you can see it, like that man is going crazy and the other one is like so grateful.
Yeah.
And then the tough part is when the birthday of the king comes up and then they kill him. Yeah. That's tough. So yeah, that was something I wanted to point out, you know, comparison again, Jesus and Joseph, similarities between them.
I had a question.
Yeah,
If-
go for
if
it.
you didn't, if the Bible didn't give us, if Joseph didn't give us the interpretations, could you guys see, not could you guys interpret it, but could you, based on what Joseph already interpreted, can you see how he was able to pick it up based on the dreams that they told
I
him?
think so. Yeah.
Right, because like with
by
the
the
first one,
hints given?
with they gave him, as far as like with the guy with the what's it called, the drink bearer,
The cupbearer?
the cupbearer, like it was like stuff like blossoms
Yeah.
and
But it also was like he went back to doing his job again, right? That he was still like, you know, here, Pharaoh, here's a drink. This
Yeah.
my position has been restored in
and
my
then
dream.
with the baker it was
It wasn't that like Pharaoh and the rest of the people were eating the food. It was that
Yeah.
nobody even wanted the food.
Yeah.
The birds wanted the food because
Yeah.
it was already
Okay, just-
rotten.
I just wanted to
Yeah.
Yeah, like how the little
Yeah,
hints like
yeah.
come together
Yeah.
to be.
Sorry,
that
I answered for
meaning there.
everybody.
Yeah, I know. Thanks for
I got too excited. I was like, yeah. I know.
That's
Sorry.
All right, but yeah, that's it. So this is Joseph in prison, and then y'all know the great things that happen after this. But
So,
we'll move on to that.
how do you feel for Joseph so far?
Yeah, how do y'all feel about Joseph right
Like
now?
where he's at right now?
Where he's at right now in prison in that position. Are we feeling good about him? Do we still feel bad for him? It's like
He's like in the middle,
in the middle. Why in the middle?
a little bit up. So we find out like how long he stays in prison for next, right? Do you guys remember how long he was in prison for?
Yeah, how long is he in prison for? Do y'all know
Before he
that?
gets out.
2 years. 2 years. So remember, he told. Okay, this is gonna be spoiler alert. Remember, he told
Close
the
your ears.
cupbearer to. Yeah. Remember, he
Just
told the
kidding.
cupbearer to remember him.
Mm-hmm.
How long does it take for the cupbearer to remember him? Maybe. I mean, how long had he been in prison for?
Yeah. Yeah. It was
Yeah,
2
like
years.
the 2
yeah.
years.
He didn't get out. And he got out until pretty much like he went back and said, "Oh, there's a well, we'll wait till next week." But
We're gonna wait.
yeah, sorry.
No spoilers.
You can read ahead. Yeah, if you guys want to read ahead,
Yeah.
please read ahead, and that way, if you guys have questions and you want to throw
Chapter
us
41.
off, yeah, 41, not 14. Sorry.
So that's the whole chapter.
That's all of 40. Yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's really